Meet Timmy, a 9-year-old with endless energy, big ideas, and a heart full of potential. But there was one thing about Timmy that often got in his way. He didn't like listening to instructions. At home, when his parents asked him to clean his room or help with chores, he'd roll his eyes and think, "Why does it matter?" At school, when the teacher gave directions, Timmy would tune out, convinced he could figure things out on his own. One day, Timmy's teacher announced exciting news. The annual Fun Run Challenge was coming up. It was a race through the park, and everyone in class would get to participate. The room buzzed with excitement as the teacher explained the rule show to prepare, which path to follow during the race, and why staying focused mattered. But Timmy wasn't paying attention. He leaned back in his chair thinking, "I don't need all these details. I've got this." On race day, Timmy felt unstoppable. When the whistle blew, he shot forward faster than anyone else, quickly taking the lead. But soon, the trail split into two paths, zone marked with orange cones and another with blue flags. Timmy froze for a moment. He hadn't listened during the briefing, so he didn't know which way to go. "The blue path looks easier," he muttered to himself, choosing it without hesitation. Minutes later, Timmy realized his mistake. The blue-flagged path led to a dead end, surrounded by thick bushes. Frustrated and out of breath, he turned around and sprinted back toward the main trail, losing precious time. By the time he rejoined the race, most of his classmates were far ahead of him. When he finally crossed the finish line, sweaty and defeated, his friend Sarah approached him with a kind smile. "Hey, Timmy," she said gently. "You okay?" Timmy sighed. "Yeah, but I wish I hadn't gotten lost." Sarah nodded. "If you'd listened to Mrs. Carter before the race, you would have known the orange cones were the right path. Maybe next time, you'll try paying closer attention." That evening, Timmy sat at the kitchen table with his parents. He told them about the race and how he'd gotten lost because he ignored the instructions. His mom leaned in and said, "Instructions aren't meant to hold you back. They're tools to help you succeed. They guide you so you can focus on what really matters." His dad added, "And here's the best part you can learn from this. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger." Timmy thought about those words long after dinner ended. He realized something important. Listening wasn't about giving up control, it was about gaining clarity. It wasn't about being perfect, it was about making smarter choices. From that day on, Timmy promised himself to give instructions a real chance to listen, not just hear. Over the next few weeks, Timmy started small. At home, he followed his mom's step-by-step recipe to bake cookies, and they turned out delicious. In class, he paid close attention to his teacher's tips for solving math problems, and suddenly, equations that once seemed impossible became clear. Then came the school science fair. This time, Timmy listened carefully to the guidelines, worked hard on his project, and proudly earned second place. Slowly but surely, Timmy began to see the power of listening. Life felt smoother, challenges felt more manageable, and he discovered a new sense of confidence. He realized that instructions weren't obstacles, they were stepping stones to success. So, here's the lesson. Listening doesn't mean losing your independence. It means empowering yourself to do better, go further, and achieve more. Whether it's at home, at school, or anywhere else, take a deep breath, focus, and trust the process. You'll be amazed at how much brighter your path becomes when you choose to truly listen.